Hey folks, Andy Krieger, your garden helper, and we're going to talk about one of the brand new varieties out of the Burpee seed company called Big Daddy. Now I got to tell you, I was a little skeptical about some of the new Burpee varieties because I wasn't really sure what they're going to do, but Big Daddy, these are the first tomatoes that I've picked off of this plant this year, and isn't that one of the most beautiful, picture perfect, nice red tomatoes you've ever seen? And what's really cool about it, there's a whole bunch of them on this plant. Number 2, identical. Number 3, identical. Now when you have a tomato new variety that's going to produce like that identical size, identical coloration, I'm going to start off by saying it's a winner all the way. Now Big Daddy tomatoes are a 78-day and they are determinate. That means when the fruit comes on, when the fruit is set, it's going to start to produce, and it's going to produce for a relatively short window, but it's going to produce a lot of fruit. So really what that means is if you're going to be canning, Big Daddy is going to be a variety that's going to succeed for you, because your fruit's going to pretty much come in within 1 or 2 weeks of each other, and then it's going to be done with for the rest of the season. As you can see here, it is loaded with fruit. Beautiful. I mean, they're all identical. They're just gorgeous. Even though some are still green, the size is absolutely beautiful. I can also tell it's a little firmer tomato, meaning it's going to have a little bit of more shelf life than some of the other varieties. Once again, the true test of the tail is going to be see what it tastes like. Let's go ahead and open up our first Big Daddy and see what happens. Isn't that pretty? Now what I think is pretty neat about Big Daddy so far is it has itself a nice thick outside. That means it's going to be a little bit firmer, but it still has plenty of give to it. So even though it's ripe, it'll have good shelf life with this outside rind that's a little bit thicker. Also plenty of moisture on the inside with all the seeds. Now we're going to go down one more level and see what that does. Now doesn't that look good on a BLT? But you go in a little bit, another layer further, and you still have plenty of seeds, plenty of moisture, so it's not going to be one of those dry tomatoes that I talk about every once in a while. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous slicing tomato, Big Daddy. Now we'll see what it tastes like. Fairly sweet, good flavor. Actually very good flavor. It's not overly sweet, but it has great tomato flavor. A little bit acidic, but I guess I would classify it as very classic tomato flavored, and I like that by all means. It's not a unique flavor. This is a very traditional tomato taste. That's a good tomato. Very, very good tomato. I'm going to rate Big Daddy Hybrid way up there on the preferability list. That's a good new Burpee brand, Big Daddy. Let's do a quick synopsis. We've got Big Daddy Hybrid. It is a larger 1-pound fruit, 78 days, determinate. So it would be a canning type of tomato. You can slice it, but determinate means when it comes on, it's going to come on strong, so you better be ready to process it or do something with it, or give it away to your friends. As I said, 78 days, nice, beautiful coloration, a little bit firmer, so it's going to have good shelf life, but it's also got great tomato flavor. Highly recommend Big Daddy tomato. Ranks way up there on my list for this year. So until next time, it's Andy Krieger, your garden helper, reminding you, when you grow it, you know it.